right, describe your perfect 2025 season. What's it look like at the end of the year?
Perfect 2025 season is being on stage, being announced as the champion of the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour, the youngest ever.
Austin Beers becomes the youngest champion in the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour as he has won the 2025 NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour Championship.
Hey everybody, I'm Adam Fenwick and I am here with the newly crowned NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour champion, Austin Beers. Austin, what are you feeling right now after becoming the youngest champion in series history?
When I got into the tour, after my rookie year, I kind of had circled that I want to be the youngest champion, and this was the last year, obviously, that I could do it. So to get this championship this year means a lot, not only to me, but to Mike and Maggie Murphy, who gave me this opportunity 4 years ago. I don't have the words yet to describe it because I didn't want to think about winning it until we did, because I thought it would just jinx it. So I was really careful with not only my thoughts, but what I was saying, and but it just means the world to me to get this championship, not only for Mike and Maggie, but my family as well, and this whole team that, they had a lot of ups and downs these past 12 or 13 years that they ran, and it just means the world to me.
There was a lot going on late in that race. You were running in a good position. You were going to clinch the championship if everything stayed the same. And then Patrick Emmerling runs out of gas. You end up having to have an overtime restart. Justin's leading the race. What's going through your mind when all that's happening?
Just to save fuel. I knew we had a capable enough car that we had, a good amount out back before the yellow came out, that I was a little bit better than the guys behind us, tire-wise. And so I was just saving fuel under yellow, and we got the one to go, and I was ready to go. Just hit my marks like I did the first 198 or however many laps that was, and just do what I've done the past 12 years of my racing career, just be consistent and smooth.
I think the thing that impressed me the most this season is your consistency. You never finished worse than ninth all year. You never finished outside the top 10. You finished on the lead lap in every race, completed every possible lap. That's incredible. How did you and this team make that happen?
First, it starts at the shop with Sly, Willie, and all those guys back there that, prepare a great race car. We unload really well. We just hit the three phases of the day really well, practice, qualifying, and in the race. It just shows, how consistent we were with, like you said, all the laps and, the top fives and top tens. And that's what it takes, to beat a guy like Justin. 2 years ago, we were competing for the championship as well. We'd win, and Silk and Justin would get second and third. So I just knew going into the season how consistent we had to be, and we couldn't make any mistakes, and sure enough, we didn't.
Justin came to victory lane and gave you a little bit of a dousing. What was it like to be able to, have that kind of camaraderie with Justin, a guy who's had so much success in this series?
It means a lot. Justin's going to go down as one of the greatest being a modified. I wouldn't be here without Justin, with how, I learned from him, and, he would give me tips and stuff when I came on the tour these past 3 or 4 years. They slowed down the past couple of years when I started to get a little closer to him. That I have respect for that whole team, that Ken Massa Motorsports team, and everybody on it, Ryan Stone and Ken. To have Justin, he just lost the championship and come over and be so happy for me, it means a lot to me.
We would be remiss if we didn't talk about your car owner, Mike Murphy, an immigrant from Ireland. He's had a lot going on this year. He had a lung transplant earlier this year, just got back to the racetrack at North Wilkesboro. You delivered him a championship. What does that mean to you to be able to give him and that family a championship on the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour?
Yeah, it means more to me to give him that championship than it is to win the championship, honestly. They've been on this tour for 12, 13 years, like I said. It's been rough. We've started to give them more consistent runs these past 4 or 5 years, and just built up. And obviously, like last year, it was really hard on our whole team emotionally, not having him at the racetrack, and to finally have him back at the racetrack, it felt like our team was complete again, and I think it showed on the racetrack as well.
You broke a record set by Ryan Preece as the youngest champion in series history. You've got a relationship with Ryan. You've known him a very long time. What does it mean to you to be able to break that record, especially as it's somebody you know and have known for a long time?
Yeah, it means a lot. I have a lot of respect for Ryan. As someone who wants to make it to the top 3 series and being a modified guy, seeing him run on Sundays, it means a lot, that I can do it like he did it. And, to beat his record, it's incredible. I've known Ryan since I was probably 4 years old. When my dad ran the tour, we'd go to the racetrack, and the guys would be out by the fire drinking beers and whatever, and he wasn't old enough, so he'd be in the camper with me. We'd be playing NASCAR 06. So it's kind of a full circle moment for me to break his record, and hopefully it stands for a little bit. That'd be pretty cool.
So you had your first NASCAR trading card this year, and you win your first NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour Championship. What is next for Austin Beers?
hopefully we can come back, defend the championship next year. I'd like to maybe run a truck race or two next year if funding comes, and you know, obviously it's difficult for someone like me to get there, but hopefully I proved myself to some teams out there that I can do it. I can be consistent and smooth, and you know, hopefully it catches their eye.
And that is 2025 NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour champion Austin Beers. Austin, congratulations. We'll see you at the banquet in a couple of weeks.
Thank you very much.